here we are again. And so I created a few more team logos, and I'm finally ready to move on. I've got about 20 some, so I'm getting closer. Still haven't gotten to the magic 35. I only need 32, but there are 35 teams. Nobody ever did figure out why I'm making 35 teams, even though there's only 32 teams in the league data that I have. But so hey, if you want to throw out your guesses, feel free. I'm still working on my team selection screen and the code that needs to be called and updated for it. So what I am doing now is updating how my league works here. Okay, so I don't think. No, I have to laugh because that was we did our very first play I was in last year. One of the guys was reciting his lines during our rehearsal. This only happened and when we were doing our read through, the guy froze right at the end of his right in the middle of a sentence, and he was asked, you don't think, and he says, I don't think, and he just stopped. It was a long pause. Everybody's like, what? And then he goes and looks at his lines, and he had to figure out what the rest of it was. And after that, we gave him a hard time about that quite a bit. He actually he's had a couple of good ones. Man, it's he did in fact the other day we were reading through on this play. He was in this play too, and he's the father of Juliet, and he jumps out of the wagon. He says, "Give me my sword, ho!" He's talking to his wife. And we all start laughing. It's H-O, not I guess that might be how they do it, but it's not like short for, it's not supposed to be street slang. It's supposed to be him going, ho, give me my sword, ho. But he read it off in such a way, we all just started laughing because he emphasized it like it was he was calling his wife a hoe. He's done that a couple of times. He just had some great pauses at inopportune times or using the wrong enunciation. And it's understandable. It's kind of like if you've never actually, if you rarely, or if it's not a common thing to hear the word ho, you would think H-O is exactly that. It's ho. It's just not a thing you hear back in Shakespearean times. I don't think that was ever a proper terminology to use for women. But it was funny, so there's that. I gotta pour some drink in my drink here. Hold on. I do have rehearsal tonight, as a matter of fact. I've been trying to do kind of is it Scottish, Irish? What does this sound like to you? Old Mickle is the powerful grace that lies within plants, stones, herbs, and their true abilities. I know. This is one of the things about my character. He likes to rhyme. In fact, he's the only character that really takes advantage of the what is it? Was it a dynamic pentameter, whatever it is? It's something like that. Iambic pentameter. that Shakespeare uses, and he actually makes it rhyme. It's not just rhythmic flow; it's actually rhyming words. I don't know. I mean, he does it more than most. And he goes, "For aught, let's see, no, for not so vile doth on earth." Let's see, for not so vile that on earth doth live. Oh, for not so vile on earth doth live. For not so vile on earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Nor aught so good, when strained from that fair use, revolts from true love, stumbling on abuse. Virtue turns vice, when virtue turns vice being misapplied, and vice sometimes by action dignified. So anyway, that's kind of the accent I'm trying to go with. And I'm getting the words. I'm just learning the lines. I'm not there yet. In fact, I'm hoping I'm a little ahead of the rest, but we'll see tonight. This will be actually my first time doing any of the lines with anybody. So we're all still on book, right? And so it's going to be on book, still reading from the script, is basically all that means. But he wants to get off book early, so I'm trying to get myself to the point where I'm getting there. But this is only the very first section, and there's I think I've got 4 sections in this play, 4 pieces. I'm not constantly in, but I'm in like 4 parts. I got a part at the beginning where I'm introduced and I talk to Romeo, and then there's the next time when I marry Romeo with Juliet, and then there's the next time when Juliet comes to me and complains. Actually, no, the next time is when Romeo comes back and he's all distraught. After, they've already been married. He's all distraught. And he's like, oh no, you're going to throw me out of town, whatever. And then the next time after that, I meet with Juliet, who's also distraught. Oh, I'm losing Romeo, blah, blah, blah. And then there's my next piece is when I go and, pretend like, oh, she's dead. Let's make sure we do this stuff, get her, she's not actually dead at this point, but he gave her some drugs to make her look dead. If you don't know the story of Romeo and Juliet, spoilers. But then so that's what, 4 times? And then the last time is when everything's gone wrong, and I'm like, I have to go try to save her, and that whole thing falls apart, obviously, and that's kind of the end of my part. There is another part for him where he's kind of recapping, but they cut that out of this play. People, I guess apparently audiences don't want to hear the recap. I kind of thought that was my most emotional scene, is the recap at the end. It's like, well, when he's remembering how everything went totally wrong. But so I don't have as much, range required in this. I mean, I guess I could get a little concerned, have a little bit more range at the end when I'm trying to show emotion to the fact that, no, what happened to Romeo? No, she's waking up. I think at that point you're just frantic. Everything's falling apart. So I don't know how well that goes, but I don't know. We'll see. I haven't even gotten through it. I've been trying to actually listen to. There's a character on a book I was listening to. It's a book. I don't know if you've ever heard of. I forgot what the name of the series is. But it's got a guy in it. His name's Ashok, and one of the dudes he's meeting with is he's a priest who's got really strong accent, and of course the reader is the same dude. He's one guy, and he reads this guy really well. He reads him really good accents. I was practicing trying to get that in my head, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off. We'll see. I don't want it to be the same accent I used in House on Haunted Hill, which is kind of a Middle Eastern kind of thing. And again, I'm terrible at identifying. I can't tell if it's Scottish or Irish or whatever. It's just an accent that kind of sounds like one of those. It's not quite Scottish. I think if you're doing Scottishness, you're really going really strong, and you'll get the really strong, almost unreadable, unintelligible type of language when you're talking in a Scottish accent, which is, of course, really not what I'm doing right now. I just know that I'm trying to make my words sound really bad. You know, if you really get going with that Scottish accent, if you're doing a Scottish accent, which I am not doing because I'm so bad at it. But if you are, it can be a little unintelligible sometimes. You get that Boomhauer thing going where you're just kind of. I think the thing with the Boomhauer, he's like talking and he just throws in a lot of like a mumbling sound. And he just throws words out, and it's just enough to kind of understand what he's saying. Maybe. If you don't know who Boomhauer is, you gotta go watch. You gotta go watch King of the Hill. The original parts of the series. I don't know if the original guy's playing Boomhauer now. One of the characters died for the current version of. I mean, one of the actors who was playing one of the main characters died in the time it took him to do the next series. I don't know what he died from, but. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm going to change this. Is this not being used? What is this? Unused parameter. Attempt. Why do I need attempts? Oh. That's just if it fails, it's supposed to try again because maybe there's. All right, so let's change this. I want to update this one to leg function to return the first two selected elite players from each team. Instead of the draft log. Draft log should be displayed, however, if write logs equals true. What else do I want to do? I want to have it, I've got to be very careful about this. Because once my guys are locked in, they're locked in. That's it. They're not changing. My team names, my team mascots. Because that's how the characters are set up. I don't know if I need each team. I don't think each team needs a team city, team mascot, game city, game mascot, because isn't, where's league ID? League.teams, teams. I don't see a league ID in here. Why are the teams? I could have swore that's part of what I need in here. I got to make sure I get all this correct because I got to pull all this. This is what I'm going to display. User's going to select the team. I was thinking I was going to have this, but then when they pick their team, the league needs to be created first because I need to get back the players. I want to allow the player to select who their team captains are, who's going to be the first player selected from the league. Let's go here. So yeah, there's league ID here, but and it got created. So where's the league ID being set? League, blah blah blah. Oh, it must be down here. Track drafted players. Each team gets one elite. Okay, so now we're doing the drafting. And elite developer rules. Fill remaining positions with non-elite players. Upgrade team starting with lowest salary. Yeah. And then, so we're going to have, and then where's the team? Where? Okay, so if my teams, why do my league IDs? Where is that happening? Because I have my league.teams team ID name total salary. All right. Is it? All right, let's go. I'm trying to figure out where this is happening at. League ID. Isn't that what it's called? It is. Okay. Where is that being set at then? Can you tell? I am looking at the create league. Blah. All right, where is this being called? I don't know what it's being called. I guess I don't. I lost track of where everything is. Leagues. .go. Is it this one? Call the league service, create league. Ah, there it is. I guess it comes down to what the heck is happening. Like, all right, so like we got this, which is just the proto files. Got my handler, which doesn't do anything. And then that's the leagues create service. And then we have the leagues. That's where I'm at now. And then what was the... Ugh. I really don't like. And then it has this. Create League Handler. So we have a Create League Handler and we have a Create League. And all this does Call the league. Okay, so that calls this. What was I looking at before? Was I like, did I somehow? That's a get league. Oh, I don't know how I did that. I somehow I got disoriented on that last one. So it's not manual, not service test. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I was looking at. Huh. There it is. What the heck is this? Attempt league creation. Oh. So attempt league creation. Is this a... Alright, something is weird. Can you explain the flow of league creation process? I know we trigger it with a call gateway to create league. However, I see code called attempt league creation. Is attempt league creation like a sub piece of create league? Oh, it is. It's a sub piece of create league. Oh. I feel like there's something going on that feels off. So attempt create league is building it, and we have attempt. Some reason it says attempt's not being used, but we do have an attempt here. Oh, but it doesn't get called. Oh, probably because it's just for logging purposes. And I think I took out the logging the attempt stuff. I don't care about, or I'm not paying attention to the create league. It's not actually logging the attempt anywhere. I don't think that's needed, but that's why it says it's not being used. All right, so I'm not worried about it right now. I may want to log it later, so I'll go back. But for now, I don't. I'm not going back. I'm not doing it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, and so this is actually not create league. It's going to return, we're going to call this attempt create league, which is going to return for m equals range append log, right? Logs, draft log. Oh, it's already doing this. So it's returning the draft log. And then what are we returning? I want to know what we're returning to the, oh, okay. So we got success, message, draft log. Okay, so this is what I want. Never mind. Let's go like this. I need to update create league function to return the first two selected elite players from each team instead of the draft log. Draft log should be displayed, however, if write logs equals true, which I think is already the case. Should only be displayed if write logs equals true, which I believe, which it is. Okay, so what we need is we're going to return the elite players in the response. Okay, so we get that. And now the trick is going to be trying to figure out how to get, I've only created, I've only created a few team model images. They're just images right now. They're not even models for a lot of them. I have a couple of models, but mostly I just have the images that the models are going to be based on. And from those, I only have maybe 20, if that, 15. Not many. It's a lot. I got a lot of pieces. I got to create a logo for every team, which I'm at 20 something. I got to create the 2D image that the models are going to be based on, which is I'm probably, like I said, maybe half. And then I got to create the actual models, the 3D models that are based on those, which I'm maybe about 5, if that. And then I think, and then I got to do all the details on those, and I have 0 of any of that. You know, like skeletons and meshes and animations. One thing at a time. Right now, I'm just gonna have one of my couple of models will be on there, and all they're gonna do is be basically sliding on the field. I'm just gonna take what they look like, and just gonna slide on the field. Because there's gonna be no animation in this first demo. I'll be right back. All right. Right. Let's see if I can get some stuff loaded. I do have team names. I do have logos. Let's go see if I can do that. I just wanted to get this changed so that it would do that. We'll go ahead and fire this off to create these slight changes. Let's try this. I'm going to say focus on this change only. Try not to necessarily change anything else. What else do I need? What do I need from those players though? Well, I don't have any. Oh yeah, I need to return their skill ratings. Yeah. The only values need to be returned with those players are let's see, what do I have? Over here, I'll go to the player pool. Name. are the player name, player.name. Hey, Nintendo. Player.position. Player.experience. His player dot salary. Going pretty good, man. Now how about yourself? Probably should get the player ID back because I think I'm going to need. And player dot skill rating. And the player pool. I didn't do any wow, in 1 to 3 minutes, huh? I'm assuming that's 1 hour. That's pretty good. You're getting some good offers. I mean, to even have an offer option of making $30 in an hour. I didn't go today. I don't usually DoorDash on Fridays because it's my last day of the week to work. So I have to do my usual at home get things done stuff, and then I just feel rushed. If I go do DoorDash, I feel like I'm not getting any. I like, oh no, the day's almost over. 5 o'clock. I have to quit. So I've got 2.5 hours left. And even if I'm distracted, at least I'm here at my desk trying to get things done. And if I'm outdoor dashing, I feel like I'm burning all my time. I'm running out of time. Day's almost over. Because I won't be able to work again until, well, I guess theoretically I could work tomorrow night, which I do on most Saturdays. But it's only for like an hour or two at night. And then, I don't know. I feel like with this week coming to with the week coming to an end, I have this long 30-hour gap where I'm not allowed to do any work. I'm not being physically restrained, but I'm not. I know I need to just let it go for 30 hours, and so I just got a break. And it's really only 24 hours. I mean, from 5 to 5 is it. But I usually don't do anything for the next 4 or 5 hours either because I'm usually just spending time at home. So really it's 28, 29 hours. What the heck is Big Dom U? Big Dom U? There you go. Use Big Dom U. I don't know what that is, man. You're speaking in foreign languages. Is that the name of the app? Yeah, but okay, but your app isn't going to get more offers. I mean, all it does is help you filter offers. That's the name of it? You named it Big Dom U. How why? what's the idea behind the name? I mean, it doesn't sound related at all, but maybe it does if you tell me what it is. But No, I just never get those kind of offers. I mean, they just don't exist. They don't. I mean, I don't. Well, I won't say never. I have had days. I think one time I got an offer for 3 deliveries for $90. That was pretty nice. It took me less than an hour. I went and delivered all three of them in about an hour. It was 30 miles. It said for $90, or it's 27 miles for 30 for $90. But what it was I went and picked up 3 orders from the same place. I only had to drive like 6 miles, but it was this big loop. So I went 6, 6, 6. By the time I was done, it was maybe 30 miles, but it was only because it had me kind of driving zigzaggy and I was staying in the area, but I was just doing this thing. Oh, so you're Big Dom, huh? Ow, what did I just do? I popped my shoulder. And then you is at university, right? You're teaching people. Okay, I kind of get it, I guess. But I don't know what that has to do with dashing. Call it Big Dom Dasher. Why would I want that? No. Dude, I can't. There's never, the best I can get, I mean, if I took every single order that DoorDash gives me, I'd be lucky to hit $12 an hour, because they don't give me that many orders to begin with. They just don't have them here. There's too many people out. So there's not $20 worth of orders in an hour unless I just get lucky. Some big order comes up. So yeah, it's over here. It's just really crappy. There's no goodness. Oh, utility. I was thinking like university, because it sounds like university, Big Dom University, like you're teaching. But utility works. Guess it doesn't matter. It's still just a U. But yeah, it's okay. I get it though. Works good. No, but I mean, I could take every single DoorDash offer they give me, and it wouldn't add up to $20 in an hour. I'd be lucky if it added up to $10 in or $12 in an hour. There's just, like I said, there's just too many people out here dashing. I guess I live in an area where there's too much competition. And if I reject any orders at all, I'm only doing about 60% order acceptance right now. I got it up. I had it down to like 54, but I've been kind of trying to take more of the orders just to get it up there. And then they don't offer around here. They don't offer any more deals. All of this, what do they call them? The promotions. We get promotions maybe, I don't know, maybe once a month, and that's even. It takes very special scenarios, very rare. It's just, yeah, we just don't even get the promotion. So we only get base orders. You something. Hold on. Yo, thinking of like this. So see if you can order. I saw you something. Hold on. Hold on, I'm waiting, but I don't know what. Thinking of like this, so see if you can order. I saw you something. I don't know what you're saying there, man. How's thinking of like this, so if you can order. In fact, I think I mentioned this yesterday. I got more orders yesterday from Uber, and Uber's terrible. I mean, they were the worst, but they were on a roll yesterday, offering some decent orders. But man, they are so annoying. For one, every time they offer something, they turn your volume on your phone to full blast. So if you're listening to like a book, like I do when I'm driving around, it comes on like beep, 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 beep. I'm like, stop it. And so I'm constantly trying to reject it. Oh, and then on top of it, when you're out doing a delivery, Uber will keep trying to get you to take more orders on top of that, and they're usually terrible. So like you get a good one that says, that's not even that great, but like maybe it's $8 for 6 miles. Not great, but it's better. I used to only take $1.50 or more per delivery, forget it. And then I just said I have to be less picky or I'm never going to get orders anymore because they're just getting so bad. So I started taking, if it's at least $1 a mile at least. And so Uber likes to try to offer me weird ones. Like yesterday, they offered me a 14 miles for $4 option. I was like, what the frick? Nope. But the thing is, like I said, they'll keep offering. So you're driving, you're trying to pay attention to the map. You know, you're turning and all this, and Uber keeps sending you new ones. Go here for 5 more miles and $3 more. And I'm like, no. Just go here for 8 more miles and $1.50. No. And you're just clicking on them, and it's in the way. It keeps popping up in front of your map, and you're trying to, navigate. I said, just shut up for a while. Let me get this stupid thing delivered. Sometimes I'll take the extra one if it's not a bad one. Like the other day, I got a McDonald's one that was, $6 for an extra mile and a half. And I was like, oh, that was nice. Then when I dropped it off, it was literally across the street to go to McDonald's. So it didn't cost me nothing there. And the mile and a half was coming back to my area. So that was actually not bad. But occasionally I get lucky. But a lot of times not so much. All right, let's see what you sent. $9 for 20 miles. That seems like not very good. That's nice. 86 for 28 miles. That's good. 9 for 6. Any of them where the pay is higher than the miles is kind of crucial. But these are some long drives. $4 for 55 miles? Ow. So red is don't bother. Okay. Oh, and then I hate getting the Safeways or, the grocery store ones because they're huge deliveries and they don't pay anything usually. So if you go to a grocery store, it's like they never pay very well. And then they could have you driving all over because I picked up a Safeway order the other day and it was probably 2 orders, like it was 2 different people and each one of them had about 5 bags, which wasn't terrible, but but then apparently they only have one Safeway that takes online orders because I drove past like 4 different Safeways delivering these 2 things that were like within a block or 2 of these people's houses. And I'm like, why am I delivering this thing 6-7 miles when these Safeways exist right there? So apparently they only do pickups from one Safeway. You don't know what Safeway is? There's no Safeways by you? They're basically Albertsons. They bought Albertsons. Or Kroger. Do you know any Kroger stores? That's QFC. Kroger bought Safeway, I think. So that's why I'm saying. I think they're now owners of Safeway too. But Safeway is Albertsons. I don't know. I mean, when you go on the West Coast, I don't know what all exists out there. But I thought Safeway was a national brand, to be honest. But yeah, they're just a grocery store. I mean, I don't know what Albertsons is either. Albertsons is Safeway bought Albertsons, so oh, okay. Yeah. Kroger's pretty big. Now I know you probably don't know what Fred Meyer is either, because Kroger owns Fred Meyer, and they're mostly a Northwest store. They're only up here in our area. I mean, like Oregon, Washington, maybe some Idaho. But they're basically a Walmart. That's what Fred Meyer is. They're kind of like Walmart. Yeah. Yeah, I basically just look at these, like I look at the pay and then I divide it by the miles. So it's like if it's $9.20 I'm like, no. I want my pay dollars to be higher than my miles. So like this one isn't bad, like 8. So we got 8 for 6.4 miles. That's pretty good. You have it as a yellow here. 9.5 for 5 miles. That's really good. So yeah, you have that one as a green. So that one's pretty good. So that's kind of how I do it. And sometimes when I used to like these ones, this is a really good one, $1.50. If you could, this is like the ideal goal for me is around $1.50 a mile. $1.50 a mile. Okay, that's what I shoot for. But yeah, I do that all in my head. I don't really use the apps very often. It's not, especially if I do, especially if I'm giving in. And this is nice. Almost $2. $1.90. Wow, that's really good. But yeah, I occasionally get lucky and get the good ones like that. But if I could at least get $1, I'm usually like, all right. See, and this, yeah, I'm kind of like you. I'm not a huge fan of these really short ones that are only $1. I don't mind doing a short one if it's like $2 a mile. My thought is if a person can't tip enough that you get at least $5 out of an order, then they don't want their stuff delivered. I mean, I feel like the driver gets the bare minimum, the driver gets at least $5. Period. Now, oftentimes I pay more than that. I'll give, I don't know what they're getting, but I know they get some, but the odds are I'm going to tip at minimum $3 or $4. So I know that the company's probably paying them at least $1 or $2, right? So in all cases. So even at my tiniest orders, I might tip 3 or 4, but I almost always tip at least 5, just in general, if I'm buying. And I don't buy a lot because it's expensive. And it's not even the tips that bother me. It's the amount that DoorDash charges. They charge a lot and pay actually, I guess DoorDash pays better than Uber does, though, on the norm. Uber's terrible. For one thing, I don't even know why Uber takes some of these orders. If there's a 28-mile delivery and you're only going to offer your driver like $8, dude, why are you even taking that order? Who are you going to get to deliver? And this is why they keep, like, I'll say no, and then 30 seconds later, they'll go, are you sure? No. Are you sure? No. I mean, yes, I'm sure, but I mean, I'm not taking it. Go away. He keeps asking me. Yeah, but Uber they take some crazy long distance orders, and people, I don't even know why, like somebody in Canada is ordering from me. It's like, I'm not driving 4 hours to drop off this $1.50 thing. Why are they buying this? No, I mean, they're not that bad, but it feels like that because it's insane. To me, if your tax write-off is bigger than your pay rate, that's not good. I think your pay rate should be higher than the tax write-off for your miles. Really? DoorDash is paying $2 at a base rate? Wow. Yeah, and then they expect, their drivers only get paid by tips, but DoorDash still pays, I think, better than Uber. Well, it's not even just that they pay. I mean, I have had Uber deliveries that were like $2. And it's like, that's a 0 tip option, right? Off of a $2 pay. I don't know. It's insane. Insanity is all I have to say. Okay, so let's go back. I have to open. All right, so I'm gonna open Unity, and I'm just warning you, my frame rate might get a little garbagey. Such is the way of. I wonder what this does. Can I even use this? I don't think. Oh, maybe I can't. Let's go guided. Tip baiting? Oh, because they make you wait an hour to get your tips and people can take them back. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They have like an hour, and if the person complains or wants to, they can retract your tip. I haven't had that happen that I know of yet. I don't. It's really hard to know because they only give you the base amount, and then you have to wait an hour before you get the actual tip. And so yeah, I have to check my Uber payments. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can put their order in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can give a tip, and then they can retract it. As long as they do it within an hour, they can take it away. And then, you know, Uber doesn't give you the tip. It's a really weird thing that they can even do that. I mean, why would you allow a retraction? That's such a weird service. I don't understand the premise in that. So if it's a bad delivery, I don't know. I guess because they never want to get hit by a problem. Like if you I feel like if you deliver the food, then they can't retract what they put in for tip. Because like DoorDash allows people to add to the tip. So it's the reverse, right? So people can put in a a base tip like $3, and if they get good delivery, they can go back and add more to the tip. I don't know that. Uber is kind of the opposite, I think. I don't know if they can add more. They probably allow them to add more. They probably just never do. It's rare. I've had people add money to the tip, but it's not often. It's been once or twice. People, most of the time people just put in their tip and call it. But yeah, I get it. I don't like that either. But what can you, I don't know. New image to video templates. I don't want image to video. And I don't want batch editor, auto tone. I can't do that either. No, I don't want to do that. Can I do a text? Remove text image. I want to see if theirs is any good. I don't know if theirs is any better than like, oh, I need credits. They don't even give you a little bit of credits. So I can't even do this. It's not going to let me. I need to have credits. How many credits does it cost to do one image? 3. 3 credits. All right, well, whatever. I'm not using it right now. I don't need the distraction. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, it should be a base tip, bonus tip for good delivery, and then that bonus tip can go away if they don't like it. But you should get that base half immediately and not have to wait an hour. I don't know. You got me thinking though. I want to see. I didn't check yesterday. No. I did not check yesterday when I went out, and I got a bunch of Uber. But of course, it wasn't an hour, so I couldn't see the final tally. Let's see if they retracted anything. But yeah, I don't like... Okay, so yeah, the other day I thought maybe I made about 30 on Uber, and it did give me 30. It wasn't 30 at the time. It was it was like 15 because I had to wait for all the tips to come in, but they did come in and they didn't take them back. It looks like because I kind of keep track of how much I earned with each one in my head. Then I go check, and of course it's not there until you wait that hour time to clear all of the things. But it looks like it did come through, so that's good. $30. It was $30 in about an hour and a half, so that wasn't bad. So what is that? Um, that's actually pretty good, right? Doesn't that's like $20 an hour, right? So 20 and 10 is 30, yeah. So it's $30 in an hour and a half. So yeah, that's $20 an hour. That's not bad. But that was the one day. It's more often it's more like 10 or $12 an hour. And that's if I'm having a good day. My average good day is 10 or $12 an hour. I've had days. I had a day last week where I made $8. $8 an hour. That's how bad it was. That was sad. Where? Just use my shoe. Little thing. Must be smishing on the shoe.
You did spray, didn't you?
I did spray. Sprayed all around your room underwear. But you know, if they're already in the house, what can you do? Where is it? I don't see it.
It's on there. It's like dead on there, right there.
Oh, yeah, nice.
That's 3 days in a row.
Yeah, well, after I sprayed all the cracks and crevices, they probably ran out into the middles of the room, so now they're going to be seeing them. But I sprayed all around your room. I put it in around your window and your door and your closet and wherever I could get. I didn't want to get it on any of your stuff, so then I sprayed the bathroom around there again, all these doors and the closet and the garage door again. So it should be pretty good. Shouldn't see too many. My son was complaining about spiders. I don't like them either, but he's been seeing a lot of them lately. I haven't really seen very many, but he's been seeing a lot, so I guess they're going in his room. If you keep taking the same order, it's $20 an hour. Yeah, I mean, kinda. The thing is, like I said, you have to be steady working, right? And the thing is, you got to keep track. Here's the problem. The longer the distance for a delivery, the longer it takes to get back, right? So if you have to do a 20-mile delivery, even if it's $20, right? You got to remember that you're going to have, your 20 miles means you're probably 18 miles out of your area, out of your starting point. So now with Uber, that doesn't matter. They'll just keep giving you orders. Or with DoorDash, if you're willing to keep changing your area. But most likely, you're 18 miles out of your starting area, which means you got 20 minutes that these apps, these places don't account for. So when they say it's going to take you 45 minutes to do a $20 delivery, you can assume that's all you're doing for that hour because you'll be driving back for the next 15, 20 minutes. So it's actually $20 for an hour and 10 minutes. Well, I would drive to Canada for $1 million order. I'd drive that 4.5 hours to go to Portland if I had to, if somebody offered me $1 million to take some food to them, which will be very cold when I got there. But yeah, I'm not. I would have to go pretty freaking far. Yeah, I know. I know you would take 1 million. You might not take a 500,000, but you would take 1 million. Who wouldn't? But yeah, I know. If it's a lot, like I said, if I'm making more than $3 a mile on a trip, I will probably take it. For one, if it says $3 a mile, that's only $1.50 a mile, in my opinion, right? Because that's out and back. You always got to count the back. It's always double the distance. So if you take $1 a mile, if you stay in your zone, it's not so bad. $1 a mile is not bad because you're staying in your zone. But if you leave the zone, then you got to get back. So for every mile you leave the zone, that's how many miles you got to come back. So if you're going, 3 miles out of zone, you have to add about 3 miles to the total. So if you have to go $5 and if you're going 5 miles and you're going 3 miles out of zone, that's, an 8-mile delivery. And if you don't make at least $8, you're not making $1 a mile. So, and for me, I have to guess, right? Where's it going? Is this even still in the zone? Because my zone is pretty big, but it's also not, it's a pretty big zone, but which direction I go could make a difference because it's very short if I go south, but it's very big if I go north. And so I might still be in my zone if I'm going out. Yeah, I'm pretty good at doing math on the fly for the most part. Basic stuff. What is your problem? Katie, will you let her up there, please? She needs to get out. Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. That's why she was freaking out. My wife's home, not my. I thought it was Reva. I thought Reva was. My dog wanted to go upstairs. I thought she needed to go to the bathroom. I didn't notice that it was 3 o'clock. My wife was home. I didn't hear her come in. I usually hear her come in. Did it build? Are we going to build successfully? Okay, we're good. Alrighty. Alright, sounds good. New data structures. That's what did we change? No, we created some changes on the object structures. Conditional draft log. Not sure why we got that. Why did it have to create this? Conditional draft log? Right. But why? I'm not sure what the point of that was. Hey, Crossbow, how you doing, man? Is it still? Oh, dang, McNoodles, Nabbits. I might play that again tonight, but I'm not playing it now. So I should probably change this. Okay, I forget sometimes to update that. No, not everybody reminds me. That was last week. Nobody told me since last week to fix that. I've talked to a few people, Nintendo. Oh, you're on. Well, Nintendo's on YouTube. He doesn't know what my game says, so that's not Nintendo's fault. But I've talked to a couple of other people on Twitch, and they don't say nothing. Of course, Kurama, who's one of my other people who stops by all the time, he doesn't really chat much. Yeah, that's the title, not my on Twitch, you can set a tag that updates the game. And in YouTube, it doesn't. There's not a game tag. It just because YouTube's not about about games like Twitch is. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. So it's fixed now, but it's 3 o'clock after my next stream. I'll probably have to change it back because I'll probably play some more. I liked Shadow Tactics last week. Some games, it's like I'm always in the mood for a game on Friday nights or Saturdays, but I don't. It's like, which game is it? And I keep saying the game I want to play. Oh, I want to play my game, but it's not done. So I want to go work on my game, but I can't because it's Friday or Saturday. I guess I'll just find some other lame game to play. So, Shadow Tactics is pretty fun though. It's a good tactic strategy game. There's a few games like it out there though. I heard were pretty good. One of the games I want to get is the new Final Fantasy Tactics remake or whatever they did. I'd like to get that. Final Fantasy Tactics was awesome. Went back when it came out on the Game Boy or whatever it was, but they've revamped it and modernized it and brought it up to speed, and I want to play it on the new. All right. Let's go back to what I was doing. All right, so I have my object. I need to load. I've already created the prefab to load the teams. So what I probably should do. All right, so let's clear this out. We'll keep and continue for now. Oh, I don't think that's too bad. We're gonna go. I want to add to the player pool. Is it player pool? No, not the player pool. The players. Is it players? No. No, leagues. All right, so I need a fetch. Get. All right, so I need a new function. Get team selection list. This should be added. This should be a part of the player's service. No, I'm sorry, league service. The league service. It needs to be fetchable or callable. It needs to be able to be called by the or via the gateway service. It needs to return the game name, game city, game abbreviation, of say game city game city game mascot. Did I say game city? Game name. Oh, it's game city, game mascot, and game team abbreviation. Oh. Game mascot, game city, game team abbreviation. What else do I need? What else? Game city, game mascot, game team abbreviation. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Players, that shouldn't even exist. I gotta get rid of that. Players is not a valid item in the teams anymore. It's no longer connected that way. That's an old thing. Do I need colors? Don't need colors. Okay, and I don't think I need anything else. Oh, where user ID is default. Where user ID equals default. This is a straight up fetch request. So there will not be any other. Oh, do I want to? I'm going to have, I think I want to also get, I'm trying to decide if I want my path to be included in the database rather than built into my code. My path to my logos. Because I could just build the path. I know what the path is, but you know what? This is a straight up fetch request, so there will not be any other. Let's add it. I gotta add it to the thing though. And team logo URL. All right. So, I think the way I need to fix some of this stuff, I'm going to go over here. And then I am going to change. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm a little concerned about the way my teams are created here, though. I may be doing this weird. Yeah. So far, the only ones I've made are, I've only made 3 so far. I've only made ClickUp Link, which is the best one, my favorite, the one I use the most. Well, that's not true. I do my YouTube live updater, which allows me to update my stream live, my currently active stream while it's running on YouTube, which is, I use that one a lot too. It allows me to get rid of and adjust. I have an update I need to make to that where it'll let me put up a thumbnail. I haven't made that update, and I don't like using Restream because Restream watermarks it, and I don't like the Restream watermark on my images because then I have to go back and I have to edit it and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to do the same thing for my thing. And then the only other thing I've created so far is my counter. What I need to do is come up with like a batch script that starts all my web stuff. my football counter that shows how many people I have following me on, my various streams. And is this not popping up? Where is it at? Okay, there you go. Okay, so if I go here and see, the thing is, even though I have this one set up and compiled so I could actually distribute it if I wanted to, I still don't, I don't have it set somewhere convenient. So I always have to browse to it. I need to just take this bat file and put it somewhere. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. OBS football subcounter. Okay, so then I have to go to my dist ready one, and then I can start the bat file. And once I start this, it basically is running. And then I can just go over to my thing here, subtracker, and then that loads. So I still haven't gotten to 200 on my, or is that 200? Oh, it's not even 200, it's 150 I'm trying for, I think. 150 on YouTube. Oh, I'm at 177. That's actually not bad. It's getting up there. I'm 23 short of my goal, which is 200. Then it'll just be 250, and then it'll be more. So I'm still trying to get my Active Mind Gamer to catch up to Active Mind Gamer on Twitch. It has been catching up, but it's not caught up yet. So I haven't been doing AM Games Dev in a while, so it's kind of frozen. I haven't been adding any new videos either, which is something I got to do. I'm thinking I want to start taking smaller, shorter videos of videos I've already done, and that just kind of show what I've actually worked on, and then just start uploading them to AM Games Dev to kind of show more like. What do you mean it's wrong? How could it be? It can't be wrong. How's it wrong? It's not supposed to be wrong. It's pulling it straight from them. This is coming straight from YouTube, or is it supposed to be? Let's see here. URL, Twitch, YouTube. So it's making all these calls. All right. No, but it's not a code thing. It's just I don't even have this number hard coded anywhere. It's not a value that's hard coded into anything. Two oh one, 21. Okay, now you got me curious. What the heck is going on? How I got to 180? When did I get to 180? That is crazy talk, man. All right, let's close this again. Huh. It shouldn't be because it's doing it. It's doing a constant polling. Huh. Yeah, all it does is poll and try to read what it says, but now this says 21. Oh, that's the AM Games Dev. It's showing 21. And then I have 201, which is my Twitch. And then where the heck is oh, it's like it's not running. Why is it not running Active Mind Gamer? Where's Active Mind Gamer? AM Games Dev right there. Oh, there's Active Minds Games Dev. Let's see, 21. Just successfully got a new Twitch. Getting Twitch user ID. Active Mind Games got Twitch follower account. Getting Twitch follower account. Oh wow, it didn't. It's not fetching it successfully for whatever reason. It's failing here. Oh, that's Twitch. Never mind. Where's Active Mind Gamer? Oh, this ain't even the code. This is just the output of. And I know it's, I mean, where's it getting the 177 from is what I'm trying to figure out. Because, like I said, I don't actually put any numbers in there. So there's no number for it to be, unless it's caching it, which I guess is possible. It is kind of a web page. Let's see if I can get it to refresh cache of current page. See, there's an option here, refresh cache. That's all I can think of is it's like, but even refreshing the cache isn't updating it. Refresh browser when see browser when, okay, let's try that. And then I'll close this. We'll start it again. Huh. I do not know why it's stuck at 177. I don't even know where it got 177. Right, but it's, well, that one hasn't changed in a while. But I have it refreshing the cache. I can see how many people are viewing right now. That's what my YouTube. Let's see what this does. So I have a README. That's what my README says. Oh, of course, it's written in a. Features added to OBS. All right, I'll have to look. Maybe I will look at my code at some point and see if I can get it to refresh better. Because you're right, there's something weird. It's not refreshing correctly. Twitch 2 and YouTube counters will only be displayed if the respective goal parameters are set in the URL. Oh. Well, no, it does have a goal. That's how it's set. Configure the application, open. All right, let's go see. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it directly. Nope, don't need that one. Go away. How's my frame rate going? Oh, I haven't switched over. I haven't put Unity back up, so it's probably not complaining. When I run Unity, that's when everything kind of starts to melt down. Wait. Okay. That's weird. Did it lock up? Maybe it's not doing something right. I mean, obviously it's not doing something right. Oh, it's 3001. Okay, there they are. Oh, look, see, that one's updated. It's my, oh, what just happened? It updated. I updated it here, and it updated there. I've actually met my, it looks like I met my overall goal of 400. Woohoo! Na, 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 na. 180, my overall goal, 400. Time to update my overall goal. Let's change that. I don't have the overall goal even showing on my thing. This is what it looks like when it's yeah, I don't know, maybe somehow the OBS one didn't want to refresh correctly. I don't know why it what happened there, but it's good now. I have to figure out what's causing that, I suppose. But that said, let's raise the goal to 450. So now I gotta get 50 more subscribers to meet my new goal. And let's see here. Yeah, I haven't got the 1A. So I think this one is already at 250. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. All right, I'm back to being a loser. 450. And ultimately, I'm not sure that it's that great. I mean, because I do have duplication, right? I have some people follow me on YouTube and on Twitch, like you, and I have other people, you know, who are on one or the other. But I think it's better if I could reach, you know, 250 on one of them. If I'm at 250 on either, that's I probably have about 300 total, which isn't that great. I got to be better. I got to figure out. I got to be a better content provider. I'm obviously not a great content provider. I don't make a lot of videos that are edited and look good, and people spend all their time being fancy with their videos. I can't do that. But 180, that's not bad. I mean, it's moving. Is it going to catch up to my my Twitch? It might, because my Twitch one has only gone up probably 50, and the time that my YouTube one has gone up about, I'd probably say 50% more than that, probably 75 in that same amount of time. It might even be more like 40 to 75. But anyway, let's close this. All right, so I still have my hour and a half to go get this done. All right, I was going to have this guy finish doing this for me. Okay, I need a new function. It needs to be able to be called via the gateway service. It will return the game mascot, game city, game team abbreviation, game team logo URL, where user ID equals default. This is a straight up fetch request, so there will not be any other data returned. Team logo URL, and oh yeah, that's right. I was going to go over to my team seed here. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to add the base. I wonder if that's just should be a service or what do you call it? Not a service. A common or a system. Because I mean, if it's going to be the same value on every single record, that's like, why would I put it on every single record? I'd rather just be like a system value. So let's see, a playbook simulator, user account, simulator, players, leagues, game plan, AMG off. I don't actually have a system service or team settings. I don't have a settings. I thought I had a settings function. I probably do. There it is, system settings. Oh, am I not actually? I don't have anything in the system settings. Boo! No system settings. Here's the default. All right, let's try this. Let's give it a couple of tasks. We're going to do this. 1 dot and 2. We need a system init or init system service update as well. We're going to go return the game mascot, game city, game team abbreviation where user ID equals default. This is a straight up fetch request, so there will not be any other data returned. We need a init system service update as well. A new folder slash system default system setting dash JSON. What is it called? I'll make sure I'm doing my format right. Oh, dot dash seed. Default system settings dash seed. I'll say seed because seed is default. It's the same thing. The whole idea default is the seeding is the default. System setting dash seed dot JSON file that for now has just one value. Team logo base URL we'll call it league settings colon services leagues team logo base URL, and that's going to be equals, this is going to be my path to my leagues leagues teams. What is it called in my playbook? My playbook has plays as well. Playbook, plays. Oh, it's images. Oh. All right. It's images. Nope. What is it called? It's images public? Oh, no, it's not public. It's leagues. It is public, but no, it's not what it's called. Because in playbook, it's called images plays. Here it's called images teams logos. Okay. Images teams logos. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's what I'm looking for. Images, teams, logos. Images, teams, logos. Okay. And then all my logos that I do have created right now are these guys, which is about 20 something of the 32 I need. But we're getting there. One little bit at a time. Then I also need a fetch for this. So this is mainly because it seems silly to put the same base value in every single teams record. And then I need to get, I believe I do. Let's go to my gateway. Go to the gateway service and we'll look at do I have a system settings fetcher? I do not. All right, so this is, we need an init system service update as well, a new folder system settings, blah, 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 and this will require a new system settings.go where is it? System init store underscore system settings. Store underscore system settings.go file that will run, and the system init when the system init service started via go run command. The setting will be stored in the I think it's just a system settings collection in the system settings collection in a document with underscore ID underscore equals league settings, which means I don't need to do this one here because that's not going to be a singular document. So that means I need to take, so I don't need this little piece of nonsense. What did I do? Where'd it go? I don't need this. Just one value. Oh wait, how am I going to do that? Let's call it leagues. We'll just call it leagues, and we'll initialize each one of them. This way, if I create other service ones, I can just add the other services. Init system service update as well. A new folder system settings dash system league settings dash seed .json file that for now is just one value. All right, there you go. We're getting there. Because it seems silly, and then we go here. That will run. This setting will be stored in the system settings collection of the document in a document with ID league settings. Perfect. All right, so that'll create the URL in my system settings. The system settings will run when I do that. And then 3, then I need a gRPC service, gRPC, oh, gateway server, gRPC, or gateway service call that will be set up through, I may have to, I'm wondering if my system settings, so I don't really have a system service. So I have admin service. Oh, okay. Then I need a gateway service call that will be set up. A gateway service call to the admin service that fetch system settings with a parameter to let's see, parameter for ID, which in this case would be leagues. And the value I don't think I want to fetch individual values. I think I might just get the whole league settings with a parameter for ID, which in this case would be leagues. This service would return all the settings set up in the leagues document. That I can then reference on in the UI as object name dot, what was it? Object name dot team logo base URL. Bam. Okay, so we're going to try to let AI have a shot at that nonsense. So what this is going to do is now it's going to create, well, assuming it works, it's going to create me an initializer that's going to go into my system init service. That it's just basically going to do what I did here on my system init services, where I have all of my scripts. So in system init, you see I have all these folders here. AMG off, game plan, leagues, playbook, player, simulator, user account, whatever. But there's going to be a new one. That folder should be, it's going to go leagues. Oh, it already created it. League C data. It's already on its way. It's created my League C data. Oh, I may have just, wait, no. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I told that to put it in system settings. So system settings, and then it's going to have a store.system settings, which it's just figuring out how to do all this stuff, I guess. Then, after it creates that, then when I run system init, it'll put that file, that new value, assuming I gave it all the correct instructions, into my system settings right here, which will create a document called leagues. And in that leagues, it'll look something like one of these with a single value like this that just says team logo base URL. And that's all it'll be. And then it'll go, I can go in there and say, get me the leagues data by the new service adder. I have an admin service right here. I have the admin service. So it's going to have to go here. It's doing stuff now. It's on a roll. So we got the admin service. It'll create something here that I can go in and go, hey, give me the league's system settings. It'll be a system settings league thing. And then on the UI side, whatever the object name is I gave it, I probably put it in a variable. I'll call it the league settings. And I go league settings dot blah, whatever it is. You know, in this case, it'll be team logos URL. Then in the front end, I'll load my screen, fetching from that first piece that's going to go get me all of my teams from the default teams. It's going to load up all that information. It's going to go get the system default path for the team logo. Then I'll display them. I'll get both all the default teams and logos, and then it'll use that path along with the name of the team to go to the service or go fetch from the service the logo. I think that's how it's going to work. I say that because I'm a little questiony on how that's working, but I do have examples already. I've already created the image loader for the plays. So this is going to work just like the image loader for the plays. It'll just be image loader for the logos, and it'll go fetch the logos as I need to. Hopefully I'll be able to load them using my new my new progress bar that I created yesterday or the other day. So it'll say, all right, loading all the images for the teams and loading all the images for the plays. And then it'll go, all right, let's go fetch this. And then when you log in or you need to create your league, you hit start, boom, pops up the screen, and there'll be a list of all your logos and all the teams, and you pick the one you want. It's a button, you click, it'll take you to a new screen that says, hey, pick your team captains. And it'll just be a list of all the teams that were already drafted and who the team captains are. You pick one of them, it'll assign you to that team with those two guys, and that's your new team. It'll be assigned your new team, select the team name you selected, and it'll go through and give everybody else, all the other team captains will get their teams named automatically by the system. And then it'll take you to the roster page, which, by the way, does not exist. But first things first. Let's get through these first two steps. And once we're through all of those, you pick your team captains. It takes you to the roster page after it's built the teams up for the next step. And you get to go see who all your players are and who all their ratings are. And I don't know how good that's going to look because the first time through is probably just going to be throwing it all together. And then that means at that point you'll have a roster. You'll have your game plan. You'll have your playbook. Playbook doesn't fully work right now, but it does load plays. It just doesn't have them going into a playbook, and you can't select plays into your playbook, but it's only because I only have 11. But we're getting there. We're getting closer. There's a lot of little things to do now, but we are getting to the point where it's all going to start coming together. And it always fails on MakeGen. I don't know why it always fails on the MakeGen. It can't figure this out. I have to run it for it, or it'll just keep trying different stuff. I will try it one more time, but I know this is going to fail. I know I'm going to let it try again, but I know this is going to fail. Even though this is correct, it's going to common like it's supposed to. Then it says MakeGen, and then it... Oh, did it actually work? Yeah, see, it fails. I don't know why. That's actually correct. Because if I go here and go cd FPFM go ms / common ampersand make gen exactly the same thing it did, and it works. No problem. I don't know why it doesn't work for him, but okay. I ran make gen for you. It worked. Perfect. Good to go there. Good to go there. know what I need? I mean, I have snacky stuff. I need snacky stuff. Okay, no, let me rephrase that. What I want are like some dry snacky stuffs. You know, like peanuts, not peanuts, mixed nuts or something like that. I like them. It's very bad for me when I'm streaming because it gets in my throat. One little crumb will get in my throat every single time, and I will be coughing, and I won't be able to get rid of it because it'll just sit there in my throat the whole time I'm streaming. So I don't need that at my desk. I want that at my desk. I like to get like the, what do you call it, the blue diamond almonds and stuff. Oh, those are good, man. The honey ones, all good. And the spicy ones, not the wasabi. The wasabi blue diamonds are, no, but like the spicy chili ones or whatever. I don't have enough dry snacks though. Maybe there's some other ones that aren't so bad for the throat. I don't know what's a good dry. You know, there's regular chips. I need some healthy dry snacks. What are some good healthy dry snacks? Do they exist? Do healthy dry snacks work? I mean, other than mixed nuts. Something you could buy in bulk. Just get a lot of it. You know, just have it to snack on. Because I'm pretty well disciplined. I just need like a handful and I'm good for a day. But sometimes I just need something. I don't know. I'm sure there's something. How are we doing? What's going along? So once it gives me the calls, then I can go. Well, see, I'm working with AI here. So I'm letting AI do a lot of work. Yes, I know all you people who think that this is lame. I'd rather troubleshoot and fix AI's mistakes than do it all myself. Some people would say, I'd rather not have to spend all my time fixing AI's mistakes. I'll just do it myself. I'd rather not. Because there's so many bits and pieces involved a lot of times. I mean, there's a lot of times things that you got to build like just these calls, just a single call to from the gateway. The gateway it has to be a file for it to exist. And if there's a file that exists, then you have to create the handler call and the input, which basically is the function that's going to take in the call. Then you got to create the function that's going to process the call, which means it'll go through and then it calls the service. Then it goes and calls the service, which has its own handler, which has its own call or stub handler that'll go into the service itself and execute the function. The function will then do whatever it does. And assuming it's a single piece, you only have one function, but you may have multiple pieces. You may have to go through a service that goes to the store to actually connect to the database. And then the database gets the data back, sends it back up to the service, which sends it back up to the handler, which sends it back to the gateway, which sends it out. All that for one thing, one little go get this out of the database. That's all it is. And if you're doing it correctly, you're going through a service special for that thing. Like in my case, I'm getting all the teams. So I'm going to the league service and telling the league service to give me the teams. And then, so then it goes and I'm going to have my loader go get all my images. It's going to pull them in. And then I'm going to create these local paths that'll fetch all that garbage. And then they'll be on whatever app or thing I'm running them off of. But then, I basically created it to have these gRPC calls. One of them is going to go get the teams. One of them is going to go get the system call. And those are all just a bunch of pieces. I know what pieces are there, but it'll take me a lot longer. And I'll probably miss something and make typos. And I don't know Go so well. I'm not that guy who can just blindfoldly type Go. And there's just a lot of parts. And I just said, let AI do it. I'll fix the lineage if it doesn't get it. And it does get it most of the time. If you give it singular tasks, which I gave it 3 singular tasks right now. Do this, create this little stream, and this little stream. And they're not big functions. They're fetches. Go get data out of the database. Not huge, right? And then, of course, I had to have the system init, which is, again, just create a couple of simple files, insert this into an already existing collection. So, again, not a huge deal. But it's a lot of parts, and I just rather have AI do it. So for all you haters out there, get over it. and this is why I say that, because AI is not good at overly complex. It can do things that are pretty complex, but it's just better at those redundant or those what do you call it? I don't want to say redundant. What's the word? Fiddly bits. Just doing all the little, the tiny. They're all little singular steps, and stuff that I could probably trace and make sure that it's correct and figure out what it's doing wrong pretty easily if it missed anything. And it might. That's such is the way of life. That's why I got to create these parts. And then I got to make my UI be able to fetch it. I haven't created the React stuff yet. So I'm creating 2 UIs, but at the moment I'm just creating the Unity one. I'll go back and create the React one later. The React one is lower priority right now. Except for the play editor, because my play editor only works on the web. I have not even designed it at all. I'm not even planning to put it in the Unity right now. That's probably a feature I will give maybe down the road as an upgrade or an add-on or I just don't know if I trust. I just think there's a lot of things I have to manipulate and validate to get the play editor to work for other people, because people are going to try stuff that I don't know that's going to work. I feel like it's pretty robust. Probably will work. But if people don't understand it, then I spend all my time trying to help people use it. And I don't want to do that. If it's that complicated. It seems easy and clear to me because I developed it for me to use it. I may have to like let some forums tell people how to get help using the play editor from, public forums. Let other people give you the guidance you need, because I don't want to do that. It's too complicated. But again, I'm not planning to offer that out the gate. It's just I'm going to add a lot of plays. So I'm hoping to get at least 100 plays in to start when the game releases finally. It'll probably start off with 10 or 20, but just enough to function. And then eventually I'll have, I'll keep at the end when things are kind of working. I've kind of got a lot of this stuff going, and all I'm doing is getting the graphics and upgrading my models and my UI and my animations. I'll throw that in as part of it, where I'm updating the because eventually I think, honestly, unlike a lot of games that are getting developed out there, I don't have a lot of different characters. I mean, I have 35 different characters. That's it. And then it's how am I going to manipulate them? How am I going to use them? Where am I going to use them? What animations? I'm a little concerned. I've got at least one model that doesn't have legs. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll have to create my own animations for it. Yes, it's possible, but it's just time consuming. Again, I'm dreaming. I'm hoping and dreaming that I'll be able to hire someone to help me with models and animations at some point in the future. Which my dream is that I'll get a publisher that once they see the game actually doing the basics, they'll go, oh, it's kind of cool. Let's get this out there. Let me help you. They exist. So says the world that these people exist. Now, whether or not they like my game enough to back me, we'll see. I think it's going to be awesome because I'm looking forward to playing it. And if I don't have fun playing it, I'm going to make it fun because I'm going to keep working on it until I have fun playing it. And if I'm having fun playing it, well, we know that I know best. So if it's fun for me, it's fun for everybody. For everybody who likes football and managing your team. And doesn't oh, is it doing wants it again? It's gonna try it again. I'll give it a chance. No, it doesn't know how to do it. It doesn't. It must have created something else. Let's go make Jen. Boom, we're good. Okay. Make Jen was good. I'll just keep letting it work. Hey, if you're video viewing, do I have viewers? Do I have any viewers? Oh, I mean, I know I have Nintendo, but I mean, like, is there anybody? But you, for one, is there even me? I'm not even. If I'm not viewing me, am I even viewing me on Twitch? I think is I only ever have this on Twitch. I don't ever have it on YouTube. So I guess that's the thing. If I want to build my YouTube viewership, who am I logged in as? Oh. Am I? Now this should show me as. Uh, Am I not following me? Am I not even following me? If I don't follow me, who's gonna follow me? I don't. I may not even have me on here. Wow. Active. 180 subscribers. This guy is awesome. Whoever this guy is, he must be great. Okay. Okay, so it says I have one viewer, so nobody's here. Because there should be I am the only viewer viewing me. So if you're watching this, you're just shed a tear for me. If you come back and see this in post, you'll be like, "Aw, I feel bad for this guy. He's only got one viewer, and it's him. He had to go to his own birthday party." If your UI can now reference settings, do you know this UI after fetching from the API? That's what it says. Very nice. All right, let's go see what it looks like. All right, let's go run. All right, let's try this. Let's go to new bash. And then we'll go, oops, nope, cd pffm go ms / system init system init ampersand go run dot. Now this should put my new dope. Didn't work, dude. Mongo driver Mongo go Mongo. Okay, so that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work. I gotta tell you, got a compile problem. Let's go see what it did. Let's go look at the system init. So user accounts, system league settings. Well, I didn't do that. Store system settings. Okay, well, we'll do that. So I did create that. It's not much to it. Okay, got an error on system init go run dot. Make sure you use the same DB connection process as the other store files. It's having an issue with the store, and I'm guessing it's because it tried to do it different from the other stores, the other objects. because that's often what it does. It tries to do it its own way, and it creates its own connections and collections, and then it doesn't get the password right, and it doesn't get all the pieces it needs. And I gotta tell it, no, I should have told it before. I know there's some default stuff, you know, and then you try to put stuff in the instructions, and it's really kind of iffy. Instructions, it doesn't always read what you say. The bigger that instructions document gets, I think. What? Try again? Oh no, sorry, your request failed. Please try again. What? I know I'm not out of turns. It hasn't been 40. In fact, I barely even used. I haven't used it at all today. Let's see. Let's try this again. Go run that. Nope, still not working. Nope, still fails. This stuff is all handled in the other store files. So if you are correctly mimicking them, you should be able to connect. Already trying to get things fixed. It's not MongoDB store. It's not. Yeah, it's totally. All right, let's see if that works. I don't know what I want to eat. I feel like I'm hungry. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I'm snacky. Looking for stuff to snack on. All right, where are we at? Should I go run this again? Perfect. The code should work. That's what it says. Perfect. The code should work. Aha! Looks like we worked. Okay, now let's see if it does work. Let's go look over system settings. Now it does end, but that's because this is not a perma run. This is a nope, didn't work. I don't see it. Well, it compiled and ran, but I don't see the new document. Or the new document in the system settings collection. See what it did. Still working. He's still trying to figure things out. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't see that either. Oh, I didn't see that. Eventually, it's like, aha, I think I saw everything. I mean, at least it's running, so it just needs the place where it calls. The problem is that it didn't put it in the right place in the service file. The service file is doing this thing where it's making all these calls to the functions that are going to do the thing, to do whatever the thing is, because every step is just its own animal. So we'll see what this does. All right, so we're going to go run, go dot. It's going to think about it. Say allow, try it again. Oh, we do have some stuff. Why did it run to guys? All right, so now, in theory, did it do anything? If it fixed, we're going to have something here. Aha! We now have a document. We have a document, people, and it's called League Settings. And there it is, team logo. Okay, wait a minute. I don't think that's the same format I'm looking for. Huh. Because that doesn't match the way the plays are doing it. So, I mean, I could probably just change it, but I don't think, because the plays, it's this. Where are you off to?
Sarah's birthday thing.
Oh, whatever.
Made a salad. It's in the fridge.
What time do you be home?
Depends if we hang out after the.
So probably not till I'm gone, or
Yeah.
by the time I get back.
Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe if you're not too tired, you'll sit down.
Tired now. I don't know.
Whatever. Whatever. All right. Have fun, babe. Bye. Okay. Where was I? I was doing something. Okay. So yeah. Let's see if I can get it to format the path. The path is not good. Nicht good. Let's see what it calls it as. It's called as League Settings. Let's change it. Let's change it to what the same format is this guy. Where's it at? This one. I'm probably going to have to change it for the playbook too. Because I don't like this. Well, this is a little trickier. No, it's not. Never mind. This will be work. Because the base will just be plays. I don't know. I mean, I guess I want to build the paths. I feel like it's just going to be nicer to have it hard-coded somewhere, and I just know what it is, and that's just what it's going to be. It just feels better. Okay, so I need it to be formatted like this guy, which is to say this should be images. We're gonna go. I just needed to know that it's /, not. We're gonna do like this. We will save that. Okay. Now that should update. If not, in other words, it should fix it in my database. So let's go ahead and hit save on that. And I don't know, check. I got a lot of parts in here. Let's go ahead and run this again. All right, so then I should be able to go over to my system settings, refresh, system settings, document. There you go. It is correct now. Images, teams, logos. Okay, perfect. And now I can add other league settings to that. Now I also I need one now for, I don't know, do I want league settings? I'm kind of breaking the rules a little bit. I have inconsistent casing with all my IDs. Here I'm using Pascal case. Here I'm using apparently capitals. And then in other places, I think I'm using camel case for my IDs. That's not the best consistency, which is going to make it hard to figure out what some of my stuff is, because sometimes it'll be uppercase, sometimes lowercase. I should probably make this, I think the norm is to make this, I believe the norm is to make this guy, where'd it go? System league, oh there he is, system league settings. We're gonna go here, we're gonna change this to a lowercase. I just feel like it should probably be lowercase. I gotta start making all my stuff one thing or the other. I kind of get this because this is a abbreviation, P-L-A-Y. It should be P-L-Y, but lower P. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like this should not be. It should be camel case. So I'm going with it. I'm not a fan of using snake case or camel case, but or inconsistent case. All right, so I think that works. That'll do it. We'll go ahead and run that one more time just to make sure it builds it back up correctly. And that should fix it. I could probably dump that one and that one. Close all these guys because they're just reference. And then I should be able to go back in here one more time, refresh, check this, and oh, wait, what? That didn't change? Oh, wait, that didn't change. Why did that change? Because I didn't change the value? Or did I not save it? It is possible I didn't save it. Nope, I did save it. Why didn't that update? That's odd. How come it didn't update? Image teams logos. You know, and this is going to be on the system. I wonder if I should. Well, it's not two-way. I guess the only problem with doing this is, of course, people could try to hack their app and put whatever logo they want in. But it's not two-way. It's not sending it anywhere. So you put whatever you want in your game. I guess I can't stop you if they're going to change their logos. But every time the system loads, it's going to erase it. So it'll use your logo that day, and then it'll get it deleted the next time. And that's only if, because Google actually does lock down some application folders. So you can't like have external apps do it. So if you create your own app that updates it, it won't let you because it'll like block you from being able to edit other games or other products folders. I've tried that. That's why you can't use some of the Marvel Snap tools anymore. The ones that like deck trackers and stuff, because they need to hack. They need to get into the Marvel Snap game folders to run, and they can't anymore. They don't let you. So now it's like those apps don't work. I'm not sure why that didn't work. I could probably do this though. Let's just dump this. And we're going to also do, let's close this because that's not a thing anymore. And we're going to go, let's do one more look. Control Shift F. We're going to go league settings. And we're going to say just cause, and just for consistency. Oh, that's fine. Is that the only place that is? I'm not sure how, huh. Weird. And it doesn't exist anywhere else? That is bizarre, man. Well, all my protos should work, because they've already been compiled. And that's just the changes. All right, so I think we're good. Let's go ahead and that should do the trick. All right, so I am going to ask it to do the next step. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to go into my, oops, sorry. We're going to go into my PFFM. I got to change my names of my projects. They're driving me bonkers because they're no longer consistent with the actual name of the game anymore. Okay, so when I very first started, I did my prototype. Proof of concept even. It was even just that. It was a proof of capability in my brain. I can do this. And I decided that I create my React application. So the first thing I did was create a React application. It was Pro Football Fantasy Manager, PFFM Web. PFFM Web. Then eventually I go, let's create the backend. PFFM Go MS. So I used the same thing. I created the backend. But then it was time, a few months later, I had decided I didn't like that name. Pro Football Fantasy Manager. It felt weird. Didn't have a good flow to it. So I said, let's try changing the name again. So now my new name is going to be the new name at the time I started Unity anyway. Is Fantasy Pro Football Manager. FPFM. FPFM. And so it was FPFM Android, using an FPFM folder for all the stuff. So that's where I was. On to my second name. After a while doing that, Fantasy Pro Football Manager just still felt clunky. It felt like not cool. It wasn't a game name. It was just like it's like a football GM 25. Yeah, it's a thing, but it just felt, it doesn't feel like a game. You know, it's not, it sounds like a tool, you know, it sounds like a utility. And there's a lot of them, so don't get me wrong. I mean, okay, so like, there's a college football one on the phone called The Program. See, that sounds like a game. It sounds like a game. It's a title. It's a thing. It's The Program, you know. It's college football, blah, blah, blah. It's not College Football Manager. Just blah. Okay. I mean, yes, that's what it is, but it's not a game. It doesn't sound like a game. That's my head. That's the way my head thinks. My head says, not a game. It's a tool. And a lot of times you look at all the data and all the stuff they're throwing at you, and it feels like it's just work. So anyway, and then other ones, it's like I've seen Big Win Football. That sounds like a game. Big Win Football. It's not just football, but football is a game, so it works anyway. You just call it something football, it's probably good, right? I mean, it's football. It's a game. But if you're not playing it and you're managing it, you got to come up with some other way. So mine is Fantasy Football. And it sounds like a name because it's not even fantasy. It's not called fantasy football. It's called Fantasy Football. And that's what mine is called. Now, I'm sure there's probably a better name, but it sounds to me, it flows better. It feels more like a game. I can give it the cool logo, and it just sounds like something kind of And all my names are broken now because now I don't even know why I'm calling them FPFM or FPFFM or whatever, because those aren't even valid names anymore. So I need to go through and rename all my projects and just call it, okay, it's not FPFM anymore. It's something else. I don't know how hard it is. I'm afraid I'll break stuff if I change the Unity one though. And even PFFM Go MS, I probably got several paths and stuff. So I don't know how difficult it would be to rename these. I will do it at some point, but it's just right now I'm going to let it irritate me. That's what I'm going to do. Just go for it. I dare you to irritate me. Yeah. So let's see, did it update this now? Because yeah, haven't ran it yet. All right, so that ran. Refresh. I got a document, and there we go. Now it's right. League settings. We're all good now. Close that. Okay, so next steps. Let's go ahead and what did I do? Should I just check in now? I probably should do this before I got a lot of stuff. All right. And a bunch of team logos and function processes to fetch teams via gateway. And we'll just go ahead and close this. This is a big one. Commit and sync. If I'm getting upwards close to 100 updates, that's too many things. Too many files being updated. Everything seems to be compiling, so we're good with that. That's happy camperism. We'll go ahead and keep these guys because I've already committed to them. They worked. They did what I wanted them to, so we're going to take his word for it. I should probably have checked them in more detail. Make sure it wasn't doing something weird. I haven't tested all these yet, so some of these is going to be me just going through and going, all right, let's test this. That's what this next piece is going to be. A lot of the stuff I've done recently is going to start getting tested right now because this is the Unity stuff. Oh. Let's see what these are. What changed on these stores? Oh, add white spaces? Is that really it? Just a bunch of white spaces from my hitting accept? Dumb. Oh, what's that one? Just styling? Whatever. It's nothing. Oops, I didn't put it on the title. I know. Thing is, this doesn't work. I've never been able to successfully put a comment here and actually have it do anything. I don't know what this is. I don't even know how to make this work. Because if I type in anything here, it doesn't do anything. It just errors. I'll just say white space check-in. See? It's just I don't know. Am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to put here? And there's no way to even accept it. Should I do like that? Sure. Did it take it? Well, it took it. I don't know if that actually worked. Probably broke. It's probably a bogus file now. Probably won't compile. I don't know. Not the best way to pass that comment. That's weird. It just, I don't know what that did. All right. Let's go ahead and have it do the next thing. All right, so now let's close all these. Close everything. Close all. Get out of my face. Next step. All right, so we got to go to PFFM, Android, or FPFM, Android. And then we got to go down into my, I guess into my assets. And then we got to go to game processing, which will load once it gets the urge to do so. Oh, wait, is it this one? Oh, why do I have two game processings? Why is there two? Oh, so annoying. I don't remember putting these other ones up there. Just seems weird. I wonder if I can delete those. What happens if I delete that one and these other ones? Oh, I don't want to get rid of that one. Oh, these all have stuff in them. Except game processing. All right, whatever. All right, so we got to go to my game data. And I have a, did I put the leagues one in here? I did not, okay. Okay, next, let's create the gateway calls using the Android application UI. All right, how about this? Unity application UI. And we're going to go here. Create a new leagues data.cs in the folder following the same setup as other data files in this folder, such as playbookdata.cs, create fetch calls, fetch functions for which one has the well, I have a loader. I'll have to do that in a minute. I'll just get this going here. Following the same setup as other data files in the folder, such as playbookdata.cs. Create fetch function for the get teams. I better go look, see what that's actually called. Get teams. It's not going to be in there, or 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 there. Let's go here and say start out go. Game plan leagues, here we go. Get team selection list for the get teams selection list. Yeah. same setup in the other data files and folders. Fetch. Create fetch function for the get team selection list. Note how the base URL and service extension URLs called using the this one? We never find stuff. Server. No, that's not right. Is that it? Server config. Editor. No, I don't. I don't feel right. That's not the right one. Gosh, dang it! How come things are never where I expect them to be? Shouldn't be up here. App, nav, scene loader. Nope, nope. So where are you, you dumb thing? Resources? Oh, server. Is that this one? Man, I hate what the way things are laid up. All right, so I have to go here. Copy path using the server config file. Make changes as needed to follow this structure. Okay, so we're close. Now we have the fetch. Now, we have an image loader here somewhere too. That's scene loader, plays, game data. We have, if I can get this fully commanded, that would be great. I don't know if it'll be done, because this might take a little while for it to do. Let's go Control Shift F, and we'll say image loader. Wait, it's not image loader? What's it called? Oh, no. It's because it's a CS file. There we go. Blah, 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 blah. It's not in JS. It's probably a .cs. .cs. There it is. Okay, so this is not... This is image loader. Scripts, utils, image loader. But this one is... So if it's going to be image loader, can we add a function to this? Void awake. 2. Update. Let's see. Load play image. There must be a... So are we loading? How are we doing this? Are we just like loading all the plays? All right, let's just do that. We're gonna go here. Copy path. Update. File with a function to load all the teams with to load all the file with a function to load all team logos for the teams returned in step 1. Part of this will be to build the expected URL, which means you will have to do I have data. Where am I? I'm lost again. Constantly getting lost in all this stuff. So many pieces of information here. How many? I have to add SE simulation, user data, simulation data, plays. All right. You will have to add an admin data.cs file to the game data folder as well. That, again, using the same process structure. We'll call the new admin function to fetch the what is it? Base team logo URL from the leagues settings document. League settings from the system settings league settings document in the we just created. Then you will have to append the team. Is it game team abbreviation? I forgot what it's called. Is it game team abbreviation? PFFM teams. Oh, why aren't you loading? Oh, why not? Oh no. Did it delete my documents? Oh, it did. I'm gonna have to recreate my league. That's all right. But that's not supposed to happen. It's okay because I have to create. Part of my process here is to create the league anyway, so I'm not worried about the teams that don't actually exist. But we will have to fix that because when it initializes the league, it needs to just update those teams because I don't want to wipe out all the teams in the system. That's not good. If I have a bunch of leagues, it's all like, oh, let's just wipe out everybody's team. Whoa, that's a problem. We gotta not do that. Yeah. You should just update them if, in fact, we make any changes at all to them. So, yeah, we'll fix that. For all the teams, what am I looking at? Then you'll have to append the team. Oh, yeah. Team city. Team abbreviation. No, that's not team abbreviation. It's game team abbreviation. Game team abbreviation. As lowercase. team logo URL. .png. If the file, i.e. images, leagues, teams, logos, LA plus lowercase LAB plus .png. And then we got that. Well, then we have to go append the team abbreviation as lowercase. All right, so if the team logo does not exist at that path, just skip to the next. There should not be an error if one is not found. Okay. So that gives me, I'm giving it the base. I don't know yet if I have all the parts, but I'm probably missing some things. So we're going to have the load, it's going to have to go in there, add it to the image loader, and it should get the teams, load the images, and then we need, what else do I need? I need to actually go into my Unity here, and then I have okay, I still have this as an issue. Get component button. Did I not create the button component on these things? It's probably not called button. I gotta go open my Unity. All right, guys, I'm gonna start my Unity. This is where things go kind of wonky sometimes, so bear with me. I've only got about 13 more minutes to set this on its way, and then once I set it on its way, I'll probably stop. I won't be back until, I don't know, tomorrow. Tomorrow night. It'd be late tomorrow night, if at all. It'll probably be Sunday. It's just as good a chance as I don't return till Sunday to start working on this again. Plus, I have to leave pretty soon. What games will I play? I don't know. The next time you see me log on here on this channel, it'll probably be either tonight or tomorrow. And I'll probably be playing some kind of a game. Probably. Right now, I'm thinking Shadow Tactics. But I don't know. Depends on what my mood is. Sometimes I like to fiddle with other games. Like, I'm not a soccer fan. So it's hard for me to look at playing some of those soccer games. But I kind of like... The thing is, I don't own any of the good ones. The ones that aren't pay to play. Did I not tell it to go? If the team logo Just skip to the next. There should not be an error if one is. Oh yeah, I was opening Unity. Let's go to Unity here. Yeah, I'll just ignore that for now. I'm gonna fix it in a minute, but I think I know what the problem is with my component. I think the problem is I didn't name the component correctly. I'll go look at my history and make sure I add in the right component name, because it gave me a dummy script, but I don't think it's referencing the right button, because that's just button by button name. And that was, I just copied the dummy script instead of using correct. See, it's get component button if button equals null. See, it's public button button. That's the object. All right, so we got this going. Let's see if my this is gonna run. Let's go history here. Creating dynamic team logo prefab. That's this. And then let's go over here. So this is what I've got. I'm working. This is me working with the Unity AI. And this is the generic script somewhere. Button. Okay. All right. Create a new script called blah 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 handler and attach it to the team logo and name button. All right. So I didn't do a step. This is the script I created, but I didn't actually attach it to anything. So I got to go to my prefabs. And it says attach it to what? Team, okay, so team name and logo button. And I have to attach a script to this, which is called whatever the heck I called it here. Team selection button.cs. Team selection, oh wait, where's it at? And attach it to the, okay, so team selection button, I should call it handler, just cause it's handler is what it is, so it makes sense, but I didn't call it that. Why didn't this, which is fine, but I still, so I created the script. Now I have to go back here and find, oh, I might have to, yeah, I drag and drop it. So I gotta go, should have worked, but it didn't. So we're gonna go back in here. So team, why isn't it showing up? Oh, is it not a script? Oh, maybe I don't add it as this. Maybe I have to add it as says and attach it to the team logo and name button. I created a script. How do I it's getting too long. Create blah, 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 blah. Create the script in Unity editor. Yep. Right click on the folder where you want to create the script. Blah blah blah. Name the script. Blah blah blah. Open and edit the script. Blah blah blah. Replace the default code with the example script. Blah blah blah. Attach the script to the button. In the hierarchy, locate the team of the game object, select the team level button. In the inspector, click Add Component, search for team logo and button handler. Verify the button reference. I tried that. It didn't come up. Is it because it's not actually going to be in there? Is it actually being stupid that way? Because I didn't do this? Because it is there. It's under UI leagues. UI leagues. There it is, right there. Team selection, but even if it's called team selection, well, the script exists in the scripts UI leagues folder, but when I add component to the team name and logo button object, the find box cannot find it. Button. Add component. Team. Yeah, it's just not there. Not there, folks. Unity is never straight up. Oops. No, never mind. Give me. So it's a single click. Unity. Oops, it's the wrong. Huh. What did it say? It does not exist in your project. However, there is a script named Team Selection Handler in the Leagues folder. You can use the script if it contains the functionality you need. Yeah. Really, you're gonna complain about name, whatever. What do you like to inspect? You can use. Well, what I am saying is when I add component to the button, nothing with team comes up in the search box, regardless of the rest of the name. Okay, go to the Scripts UI Leagues folder in the project window. Right click on the folder, create. Okay. Create. There is no, well, this UI, this AI messes this up all the time. There is no C# script in the create submenu. There's open C# project. There's not even there are scripts. There's scripting. I bet you it's this one. It's probably empty C# script it wants. Create scripting, empty C# script. They need to update their AI to reference the right stuff, because I didn't even know that was there. Team name and logo. It's not really even a response. It's like, why is it even called that? It's team name and logo button, but the button is, what it's going to do here is actually fetch, or no, the script is actually team name selection. Team name selected. All right, so we're going to go with that. And we're going to go over to here, which didn't even open up that file. That's weird. Okay, so we're going to go, I'll take this code, and then we'll, I don't know why it has to be created this way, which is just dumb. We don't need this or this. And then, guess I can get rid of this. Delete. Okay. And then we go back to here. I don't know why that's suddenly not a thing. The component does not set the current context. Why would that be? Huh. That's weird. All right, so I always stumble over the basic stuff in Unity. Doesn't seem like I should be having so many issues with this, but all right. So if I go here, can I add this now? Still doesn't come up. I don't understand why this won't come up. It's not. All right. It is just. Maybe it's this. Maybe I have to add like Unity UI, because this is different. That is not what I had in there before. But let's add. Let's just take this whole thing. And we'll just replace whatever's here. Because it's really just default crap. Oh, the Unity UI must have given me that component. So I was just missing that. Okay, so that's there. Now, the thing is, I created it. Now, I did it exactly the way it said. I went in here, created a script, blah, blah, blah. Team name and logo dash button. That's the button. Gonna let this reserialize it. We're gonna go back up here. I'm gonna go down here. Add component. Hey, it showed up now. Whatever. It's kind of weird. I have to add, I add it to the button, but the button itself isn't on it. It's kind of weird. I mean, I guess I could add it to just the canvas or whatever, but all right, let's do that. File save. Wait, what? What's the problem? You are trying to save a prefab with a missing script. Wait, what? I'm not missing the script. Oh, oh. What the heck? That's not. It's not even the name of it. That's the one I want. Was it? Oh, you know what? It's probably because it wasn't compiling. That's probably why it wasn't appearing. Oh, I bet you that's what it was. Or not. Come on. You're being a jerk. Now what? You are trying to prefab with a missing script. This is not allowed. What are you talking about? Error while saving asset prefab team name logo. Team name and logo dot prefab. We're trying to save. Okay, so that is not. I don't know what's going on. For one, that's not what it's called. It's team, logo, and name, button handler. Is that what it's complaining about? Oh, it's team name selected. Never mind. Team name. Team name. Selected. That's the problem. It's because I used the name it gave and not the name I gave, and the name I gave is the name I want it to have. I don't want its name because its name, I mean, it is a handler, but the button's only going to be, what are you doing? The script is, what is happening? And that's what it should be. Team name selected. That's this one. Now let's try this again. Still didn't compile though. So what's the problem now? Compiled. There's no errors I could tell. We're running. I kind of expect this would be good to go, but it's 5:09. I guess I'm not going to be able to kick off my, well, I can kick it off. I just don't know how much it will actually get done because I'm not going to have the final steps. I'll have to trigger the final steps later. But I have to kick off my AI's code to go start writing the bits and pieces that I've been setting up for it to write. and then I'll have to test them and check them out, I guess, tomorrow night or Sunday. Till next time, I will see you playing games.